Now when you post an assignment to your students in the Google Classroom, say for example I want to um, I want to now let me say I want to post an assignment here in this particular class. So I will go to create. I will create assignment, title assignment 1, instruction, create a blended classroom video and upload it. Okay, and the due date is 14/08/2020. Now you can simply put this as assignment, or if you want to give any tips to your students, you can create a doc and you can type what are the questions. If you want to give any assignment questions, you can always insert a doc. Now what is the advantage of using a doc when compared to your Microsoft Word? In a doc you can correct the mistakes in a doc online, because a doc is always available in our Google Drive and it is online. Therefore at any time you can add something to your doc or correct it, because once you create a Microsoft Word, it is not possible for you to do all these things. So my dear teachers, I will encourage all of you to start using docs, slides, sheets, etc. In your day-to-day activity and class, so that you can do all the corrections and all the modifications simultaneously. Now I need to create a grade category. The grade category becomes assignment. Now you can see as soon as I click assignment, you can see the points changes to 15. So since we have already assigned 15 points for assignments, and let me give a date. So the date is 14th August. Okay, or let me put it as 15th August. Okay, so 15th August. So create a blended classroom video and upload it, and the due date is 15th August, and you have to put it under the topic assignment. And now I'm going into a very important area called rubric. Okay, so when I do this assignment, um, now okay, let me do this. Now I have created a document. I will tell you what is this doc to form. Okay, in a short while. Now this doc to form is a tool. You can go to you can go to doc, and you click add-on, go to get add-ons. Once you are inside get add-on, you can type doc to form, and once you are inside doc to form, click it. I already have it in my Google Doc. So in your case it will ask you to install, so you please install it. And once you install it, it's so simple. Okay, what is the advantage of using this tool is this add-on is, I can create a question, I can create a form, Google form, from my Google Doc. Okay, say for example you want to you want to give an immediate quiz after your class. Say your class is for 1 hour, and at 45 minutes you stop your class and you say your students, dear students, in another 5 minutes I will send you a quiz, so please answer this quiz. Now in that situation, or for every class you can do this, what you need to do is you need to go to this doc, get this add-on, click doc to form, click create form from doc. Once you have done this, you can go to tools, go to voice typing, and you can start typing. What is the capital of India? Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai, Bangalore. Now like this, whatever question you want, you can type it. So ensure that you do it with all the necessary grammar, and after typing these questions, you go to this form, collect username, ask for name, just copy, paste, the type of question, make, if you want to have a multiple choice, you can put a multiple choice. Okay, now take this, copy it here, add options with semicolons. So don't forget to do that. After Delhi you put a semicolon, after Mumbai you put a semicolon, after Chennai you put a semicolon, and after Bangalore you don't have to put anything. Okay. So I have spoke the question. So like this, you can you can just type all your questions. You can just speak. Okay, if you have any question bank with you, or if you have any ready-made books with you, from where you can just copy down the questions, you can simply talk all the questions, and all your questions will be ready. Then copy paste, and then if you want to add a question, you can add a question. Okay, so that is not a problem. Once you are done with all the question, just click create form. So your form is ready, your question is ready. See, you can see here, in no time you can create your Google form with questions, and you can see it has a name. If you want to add a roll number, you can always add a roll number. If you want to add an email ID, okay, you can add an email ID. Okay, so this is a very simple way by which you can prepare a Google form, and immediately you can send it to your Google Classroom. You can share the link with them, you can shorten the URL, you can copy it, go to Google Classroom, whichever classroom you want. Okay, you can always share. Now once your thing is ready, your Google form is ready. Okay, now you can see here I have my document. Now after creating the assignment, don't forget to make a copy for each student, so that each student will receive an individual copy of this document. Whenever you create an assignment, don't forget to mark it as make a copy for each student, so that each student will get a copy of your assignment. Now the assignment is create a blended classroom video and upload it, and the due date is 15/8, and I have created this. Now I'm going to add a rubric. Now what is a rubric? A rubric is a set of criteria based on which your assignment will be graded. I repeat, a rubric is a set of criteria based on which the assignments of the students are graded. Now how to create a rubric? Creating a rubric is very simple. You can see here, go to click this rubric. Okay, now since it is an assignment, you have to ensure that your total point is only 15, that your total point is only 15. So now you can see, I will share this with you later. This is what we need to prepare as a rubric. So this is what I call it as a rubric. You can see here. Okay, so you can see here, this is my rubric. Now in my rubric I have a criteria content. Okay, so first I will copy this content. You can take a screenshot of it if you want. I will go to my class. Okay, so criteria title is content. Let us not worry about this criteria description. Let us say the content quality, let us simply put it as the quality of the content. Let me put it as the quality of the content. Okay, and let me put it as 5 points, and again the level title is content, and under description let me put it as okay, so this is the description. Okay, and the level title I will put it as superior. Okay, superior. Okay, so I will award 5 points to my student if I find the content is superior. And what is meant by superior? The assignment demonstrated thorough knowledge and applicability of fact, terms and concepts. So this is what I call it as my first rubric. So I will give a criterion title, I will give a criterion description, I will put it as 5 points, I will call this as superior, and I will insert the description. Next, I will add a level. In this level, let me give it as 3. So you can see here under 3, it is called satisfactory. So the level title is satisfactory. And what is the description? The description says that the assignment demonstrates moderate knowledge and applicability of facts, terms and concept. Then I go to my last. I will add one more. I will paste the description, and in the points I will give it as 1 point, and in the level title is needs improvement. Okay, so I will put it as needs improvement. So I have created my first rubric. Like this, see, the total point for assignment is 15. So I have created the rubric for only one criteria, which I call it as content. Okay, like this, I can add another criteria. So my next criteria will be knowledge and understanding. So my next criteria is knowledge and understanding. The criteria description also, you can give some description, and I will make it as 5 points. Okay, the level title is same, superior, and the assignment demonstrates thorough knowledge. I will put the description here. I will click the next one. I will go to 3. I will mark it as 3 points. I will mark it as moderate. I will go to the next one. I will put it as 1 point, and I will copy this down. I will give the description as needs improvement. So my second criteria is done. You can see my total points has increased to 10, from 5 to 10. Now I will add one more criteria, and this is my last criteria, and my last criteria is application of mind. Okay, and again here the first is 5 points, and the criteria says the student has actively participated in all the discussion and was able to give a convincing reply to the questions with the application of mind. Okay, so, and this is superior. Again I will add, this becomes 3. The level title is moderate, and I will copy this. I will paste it. Then I will add 1. The level title is needs improvement, and the rubric says, okay, now you can see I have done 15 points. So my rubric is ready. Once my rubric is ready, I will again repeat. Once you click your rubric, you have to add the first criterion. Under each criterion you can award points according to you, but you have to give the maximum points here. Then you have to go in a descending order. Then you have to give a criterion. Now all these rubrics will be visible to your students. See, you can see here this rubric. Once you post this assignment to your student will be able to see this rubric, this criteria, based on which he or she will prepare the assignment to score all the 15 points. Otherwise your student will be clueless. How my ma'am is going to evaluate my assignment. Okay, so we have to give an idea about our evaluating tool to our students, so that our students will learn, or our students will have the knowledge of how to work on the assignment. And if you can, okay, see, so there are, it says that 3 assignments with originality reports. So let us not worry about this plagiarism, because it says only 3 assignments. Now everything is set. I have I've given the assignment, I've mentioned the date, and I've put it under grade category, and I've given the points, I've given the time, date, everything, and it will be posted under my topic assignment, and now I will assign. Okay, so you can see here, you can see under the assignment, I have my assignment. So create a blended classroom video and upload it, and the due date is 15/8, and if the student clicks this, he or she will see this. So once the student sees this, and they will know, okay, so I have to do it in a better way. So I have to apply the facts, and I have to apply, I have to demonstrate my knowledge, and I should participate in all the discussion. So all these things the students will know, and they will have a better idea, or they will use their mind, they will apply their mind in creating the assignment. Is it clear?